Hey guys, YouTube, a lot of light. Facebook, pretty good amount of light. Ryan Biddulph here, blogging from paradise. I'm gonna balance this the right way. Shoot. I don't know if we'll. Alrighty. Gotta get the balancing act down. Stick with me, guys. I want to get this right. I mean, technically, too, I could probably just leave it lower, so I'm really looking down, but I don't know, that doesn't feel as good. Oh, that works. I think that'll work. So, guys, I'm going to dive right in. Now, if you don't know, now you know. No, put it out there. I run a website called bloggingfromparadise.com where I guide bloggers how to thrive, how to become successful. Now, I created 2 courses and I sell those courses at bloggingfromparadise.com. One is how to become a pro blogger in 5 steps, and the other is how to get featured on world famous blogs. And I also wrote 9 ebooks, and I sell them at bloggingfromparadise.com as well. But of course, the digital storefronts are PayHip and Gumroad. So make sure you stop by bloggingfromparadise.com and check them out. And of course, I also offer blog posts. But definitely check those out, guys, because they're helpful guides that can gently move you along on your blogging journey. All right, guys. What do most bloggers need to improve? Now, the latest post on bloggingfromparadise.com dives directly into this topic. Now, that post is one area where almost all bloggers could improve. And it's this, guys. What do most bloggers need to improve? Most bloggers need to improve their comfort level and confidence and clarity with promoting their products, their services, and pretty much anything to do with money and their blogging business. That's what most bloggers need to improve. Now, if you check out most bloggers, they really struggle with their blogs, especially on the business side of things, because in their mind, they cling to a lot of fears regarding their business. Those fears range from fearing that they're not good enough, fearing that they're a fraud, fearing that nobody will buy their stuff, fearing that nobody buy their stuff for so long in the past, it seemed, and nobody will do it in the future, fearing that they're going to annoy people, fearing that they're going to be rejected, fearing that they're going to be criticized. I can go on seemingly forever. Most bloggers have so many money fears, it just torpedoes any chance of succeeding. The fears manifest through a very common source, painfully common, woefully common, of blogging self-sabotage, which involves not promoting your blogging products and services. So it's not that you have to promote yourself in order to succeed, but in most cases, the quickest, simplest, most seamless way to trigger all those fears that you eventually have to face, feel, and forgive or release or let go, the quickest way to do it is to promote yourself. And by promoting yourself, I mean by promoting your courses, your ebooks. It's like how I started off this video, right, guys? I dove right into the fact that I sell blogging courses that I created, and I sell blogging ebooks that I wrote, and a couple other inspirational ebooks that I wrote. And then I got really clear and I said I offer them, sell them through bloggingparadise.com, but the actual digital storefront for the courses and the ebooks are PayHip and dumb road. So you see, I dove right into that to help me get clearer. And most bloggers really need to promote themselves as far as their business products and services, whether you're a freelancer or a coach or a consultant, whatever it is. They really need to promote themselves or affiliate offerings that you offer, that you sell more frequently and more freely to get comfortable and clear and confident on these income streams. And most bloggers make nothing or almost nothing, or they struggle for so long because they just feel so uncomfortable talking about their business. And if you feel so uncomfortable talking about your business, it's not because you feel hyper confident and clear, and it's not because you are incredibly successful. No, you feel so uncomfortable in almost every single case because you have all these deep fears associated with it. And you have to face, feel, and release those fears. You're never going to make money. Or what you make, even if in the rarest of cases where you're having some worldly success, it's never going to move up as long as you hold on to those fears in your mind. Because as long as you hold on to the fears in your mind, then a lot of them, fair amount, are conscious, a lot of them are unconscious. You're going to think, feel, and act like a blogger who's afraid to make money and who feels that you can't. Hey, my friend, great to see you. Hello, on YouTube. Greetings from Sri Lanka. Cool. Greetings from London, my friend. Awesome. Good evening. Yeah, good evening. Good, pretty late evening, right? But you have to really, bloggers need to, what do they need to improve? They need to improve their frequency of promoting their business, to bring up the fears, to stir them up, to trigger them so you feel them and let them go. Then when you start clearing these fears out of your mind, oh yeah, 8:02 p.m. There you go. When you let go of those fears from your mind, you'll feel more abundant, you'll feel more confident, you'll promote yourself more freely, and you'll make more money. And as you're making more money, you'll be helping more people. So when I talk about with my viewers on YouTube, my viewers on Facebook, my blogging courses that guide you in my blogging ebooks, if you're interested in blogging, you're an aspiring blogger, you might buy a few. If you are blogging right now and you want to have some guidance, you might buy a few. So of course I benefit from making money, but you benefit from getting really helpful guides that lay out step by step how to succeed. We both win, but I had to actually promote my courses and ebooks to get to that point, to clear out any of that head trash that I had, that I clung to, that I worried about, that appeared to fuel my doubts and eroded my confidence. I had to face, feel that stuff and let it go in order to experience greater success. And the quickest way to do it, it is so quick, just promote yourself. Because you'll see when you promote, when I'm saying you promote yourself, when you promote your business, when you promote your products and services and you do it patiently and persistently, you'll start hearing these voices in your mind and feeling these feelings that could be very unpleasant. You may feel disgust, you may feel rage, anger, embarrassment, shame. You may feel humiliation. And these are all fears, and you have to feel them and let them go to reach the next level, or else you'll be acting with those unconscious and conscious fears, calling the shots. So, guys, if you're afraid to promote your business, then the world reflects your beliefs back to you, reflects your mind back to you, reflects your love, your fears. So you'll find that people will be afraid to even ask about it. Not even so much be afraid to ask about it. Some may be, but then other people will sense that fear in an unconscious level and they'll just stay away. See what I mean, guys? They're just giving you, they're reflecting back to you what's in your mind. So you gotta get rid of the fears. You hear bloggers talk about, oh, I feel like too salesy, or I feel sleazy, when they're offering helpful services. So as long as you have those fears that are fueling that sleaziness and the salesiness, or whatever that even means. I mean, I know it kind of means, but it's just money. But you got to get through the money fears, or else you will think, feel, and act, you will be the blogger who's afraid to receive money. And certainly enough, you won't get any. Because as within, so without, right? I mean, this is whatever's going on up here in the mind reflects back to you. So you're going to have to improve in promoting your blogging products and services more frequently, more freely, more confidently, and with greater clarity. Because when you feel really clear on doing this, you'll do it effortlessly, seamlessly, naturally, organically, and you remove all that heaviness, all that awkwardness. Someone can come along and really talk trash about your ebooks or your courses, whatever you do. And the more you forgive your fears, you face and release them, there'll be no effect on you because there'll be no fear in your mind to be resonant with their criticism. So somebody comes along, offers some criticism, you have no fear about it, you feel really complete about what you do, whole and complete, and you'll just move right on. Because if they're seeing that it's their fear, see what I mean? We see the world as we see ourselves. If we don't like an ebook, or if we don't like a course or services, or we complain, it's the fear in our mind. It's not the other person. Got to understand that, guys. But as someone who wants to be a professional blogger who's building the framework, the groundwork, the foundation for a successful blogging business, you better start promoting yourself more freely. And a lot of bloggers, really most, need to improve in this area. And it's not about blunt force. It's about symbolically, it triggers the fears that you have around what you're doing. And some of the common fears I went over before. Nobody bought it in the past. I fear nobody bought it in the past. I fear nobody will buy it now. I fear that I'm a fraud. What do I know? I fear that I've struggled this long and I'll just keep struggling. So why bother? Well, I'm going to promote it. And of course, if that's your, not attitude, but that's your fear-based belief system about what you're offering, then nobody's going to buy it. Not because it's not phenomenal, but because you have a lot of fears in your mind. On the flip side, you'll see bloggers, entrepreneurs in general, that offer, on some level, you might even say substandard products and services that are not all that great, or that are average, that are like, and you're like, they're making what seems like a lot of money. And it's because they don't have the fear in their mind, you see? They faced it, they felt it, they released it. They never really had it. They got clear on it, so they made a lot of money with it, even if it's kind of like, or even with their blog contents, it's like, They don't have the fear, you do. And on the flip side, you'll see genius writers and absolutely incredibly talented, and they never make anything. And it's because they have all these fears in their mind around what they do. And one of the general common fears among writers, really, who are different than bloggers are different than writers, I get it. But you'll see this starving artist syndrome, the pained, suffering writer, when you talk about self-published authors, many of whom who are really quite skilled as writers, yet they never sell anything, or rarely, because they have so many fears regarding their writing. So it doesn't matter how skilled a writer you are, it doesn't matter how, I don't say clear, but it doesn't matter how you write. It matters how clear you are as far as actually making money with your writing. You'll see geniuses basically go broke, or just blogging wise make nothing, writing wise make nothing. And then other ones whose content is okay, but they have the clarity in their mind. They'll promote themselves freely, frequently, and they'll make the money because they don't have the fear. Really is an inside game, guys. I was thinking about an individual, and I mentioned in a post, but I mentioned it, I think, I don't know, it was on my blog recently or via a guest post, and there was this billionaire who had a friend, and his friend, he said, sang better than Sinatra, just incredibly talented singer, just off the charts. And every time he'd see him or he'd talk to him, he'd tell him that he had a lot of connections at a really world famous newspaper, that in a split second he'd get his friends on the phone, or one of his friends at the paper, and they would do an expose on this singer, and automatically their star would shine. They'd rocket higher. They would have so much income potential and become popular, inspire so many people. And every time this singer would say, I'm not ready, I'm not prepared, I'm not ready, I'm not prepared. And it happened so frequently where the individual obviously showed that he had a lot of deep fears around success and money and deserving and worthiness. So, hey, that's his journey. There's nothing right or wrong with it. But there was a part of that individual that aspired, I should say, to succeed. Yet every time he was given the opportunity to succeed, to promote himself, to promote his skills and his abilities to the masses, one phone call away. He could have called his friend, or just when his billionaire friend called, he could have said, yep, give the person your number. Hey, Angela, let's do the expose. You can move forward. You can give my number and let's do this. An article, right? A really complimentary article. And this individual, and everything would rocket from there. Expand. What do you do? No, I'm not prepared. I'm not ready yet. No, I can't do it. So you see, if you're not clear and confident on what you offer through your blog business-wise, you're never going to make a lot of money. On the flip side, you'll see clear, confident bloggers who are very comfortable with receiving money and promoting themselves, this area where they don't need the improvement. They promote themselves like they breathe, as far as talking about their products, services, coaching, consulting, freelance writing, freelance development, web development, web design, that they make some serious coin. They don't have the fear. But there's not a lot of bloggers who don't have that. And the stat, again, it was a decade ago, so I'm sure it's changed a little bit, but I'm sure it's very similar based on my observation over the past 15 years. The stat used to be in 2013 that 81% of bloggers never made more than $100 for their entire blogging career. That's nuts. But then again, it's not, because most have so many fears around money and success and deserving and worthiness. So guys, you really got to get very comfortable with promoting yourself. Do it early and often. You're going to be publishing very detailed, helpful blog posts. But it's like I do at bloggingfromparadise.com. I'll write the long form helpful content, which helps establish my bolster, my credibility, inspires readers to follow my blog and to trust me. But then I'll mention that I sell blogging courses, and I'll link to them, and I'll ask people to check them out. This is me getting clearer and more comfortable and more confident on promoting my blogging courses, getting it out there. So I chip away at any fears or worthiness or deserving issues from the past from my mind, and ditto for my blogging ebooks. And one of the things I mentioned too is, guys, I only sell blogging ebooks through PayHip and Gumroad. So I wrote them, I sold them through there. Don't go to Amazon or anywhere else, because that's not me. PayHip and Gumroad, that's why I blast everything through my blog. But when you see that, you'll realize that I had to do it, and I do it now because I have to keep up with it, to keep the confidence and the clarity and to chip away at any other fears that are out there in my mind or in here, unconsciously and consciously, around receiving money and success and worthiness. You want to do it, guys. It's just the quickest way, and you'll see so many bloggers are talking about being shy or just fearing putting themselves out there. And as long as you fear anything on the business side of your blog, you're going to struggle to profit. You're going to struggle to generate an income. And it's mainly because, not mainly, it's solely because of the fear in your mind. You got to face it. But promoting yourself helps you face, feel, and release those fears. And as you face, feel, and release those fears as a blogger, coffee maker fan, you will find that it becomes easier to succeed and to profit, even if some of those moments feel a little uncomfortable when you're self-promoting. But keep doing it, guys. Keep putting yourself out there. More people will notice as you get clearer in your mind and do it more frequently what you have to offer, and they'll hire you gradually. slowly, surely, steadily, but they'll begin hiring you. They'll buy your ebooks, they'll buy your courses because you put them out there. Just put them out there, guys. It's just money. What you're doing is helpful, it's beneficial, a lot of guidance with what you do. And the more you get clear on that by promoting yourself, at a minimum at the end of every blog post, that's probably the best idea, or one of the more commonly held ideas. You'll find that your blogging income will increase, which is awesome, but you'll also receive the fulfilling reward of knowing that you're helping people, that you're guiding people. And that's one thing I really enjoy with my blogging ebooks on bloggingfromparadise.com and with my blogging courses. It feels really good when I get a positive comment, positive email, a positive message from a blogger who deeply enjoys what they read and used and benefited from in my ebooks, or with my courses, the videos they've watched, or the audio file they've listened to, or the text that they've read and enjoyed and benefited from my blogging courses. There's that fulfilling aspect of knowing you're helping people and guiding them with premium, in-depth, thorough content. And when you get that feeling, that feels really good too. So don't hold back, guys. Don't be shy. Don't run away from this area of improvement. What do bloggers need to work on? What do they need to improve? They need to improve their confidence, clarity with promoting their blogging products and services through every blog post. You want to set up pages as well on your blog. So you want to set up a page. I have a dedicated page to my 2 courses, and it just lists them out, and then I link to the posts diving into the benefits of the courses, sales page, if you will. And then I have my 9 blogging ebooks on bloggingparadise.com on a dedicated page. So you want to do that, and then it also helps to, a lot of cases, to have like a sales page, but at the very least, have it point to the digital storefront page, sales page, where you line up what you're selling. But mention it, guys, at least one of your blogging income channels, your services channels, or product and services channels through every blog post. When you do that regularly, you're going to clear out any of that head trash, any of the fears in your mind regarding what you do business-wise. And then from there, you'll make more money, more people will buy what you have to offer and hire you. They'll grow your referral business, but it'll feel really fun to not only overcome that mental block, which feels great, but also to guide, to help, to serve, because what you're doing means something. It's helpful, it's valuable, whatever you offer on the business end of things. So guys, we're about 25 minutes in. I'm going to roll and take a little nap here, and then we got to walk this cute dog here in beautiful London. As the call to action, you know where we're going, guys. Make sure you stop by bloggingfromparadise.com. Click on the courses tab to check out my blogging courses for guidance. Click on the ebooks tab to check out blogging ebooks for guidance. A couple other inspiring ones as well. That's it for today, guys. Until next time, you know what to do. See you later, Facebook. Enjoy Paradise all. And see you later, YouTube.